My name's Ganga Giri. We're fusing together all of our inspiration from Australia now, incorporating our ancestral Indigenous roots, and we're fusing it with modern technology and expressing it in the now. Sure, well, one of our band members, Yeshe, has known a local BC guy by the name of Harry Manx. He's quite well known in musical circles. We were on our way back from Europe, and Yeshe called in to see Harry, and of course I was travelling with Yeshe, and we were taking a beautiful Salt Spring Island and fell in love with the place. And there was a friend that we met there and said, well, you know, do you want to put on a show? I love your music, I've heard of you guys. Would you be interested in doing a performance with 2 days notice? And we thought, well, okay, we'll give it a go. So we went down to the markets and busked, played for everybody there, and then we gave out some flyers for the Beaver Point Hall and did a show there, and the place was packed, it was jumping, and we thought, well, we've got to come back here and you know, perform as a band, as Ganga Giri here in BC, because, you know, all you folks seem really, you know, into what we were doing. So it's been a wonderful journey ever since that time. So that was probably 6 years ago. Traditionally, in Indigenous Australia, I'm sure it's probably something similar here, you always thank and acknowledge the local custodians of the land, just to pay respect. And because I'm playing a sacred instrument, I think it's really important to honour you know, the native people of the land. Normally our Indigenous brother Gummeroy welcomes and sings in language and sings his ancestral songs. So that's like as part of our bigger performance, but I still carry on that respectful first song opener because it just lays down really good strong foundations for the rest of the performance. It does seem similar wherever you go. You know, when you take somebody's land away from them and family away from them, they're lost. You know, for Indigenous people in Australia, their whole being, they're dreaming. We use the word dreaming. Dreaming is something that is a place of belonging in the now, awake, asleep, in your whole environment. And when you take an Aboriginal person away from their dreaming, family, land, their songs, everything is about the connection to the land. And if you take these people away from their native land, they're nobodies. And I know it's probably similar here in Canada. You see native people that you know, are abusing their bodies, you know, with alcohol or anything that they can get their hands on because they're lost, you know. So we have that in Australia. I'm sure that's similar here, but if you go to Aboriginal land where the communities are still strong and the Indigenous people are still hunting bush foods, like native foods, and they're in contact with the dreaming of the land, then the culture's very strong and tribal law still exists, and there is still a family system in place, you know, with elders, and you know, it's still very, very, very strong. I've been lucky enough to be around that and to feel that, and that's where I get my inspiration from for you know, the Ganga Giri music, because it's very special what's still alive in those places. Well, the didgeridoo, or traditional name Yidaki, is I believe that it's a healing instrument, and I also believe that it's great to gather consciously in one place and celebrate about conscious things, you know, community, multiculturalism, Indigenous, you know, we touch on some spiritual or political things, and I think it's just, music's a very powerful medium to share. And we also like to, you know, we get a lot of energy off, you know, celebrating with people and having people dance in celebration.